Ever get that strange feeling, like you're watching yourself go through the motions? Or maybe the world around you feels a bit unreal.
Yeah, like you're in a movie of your life, but not quite in it. That sense of detachment.
Exactly. They can be pretty disorienting, you know? Makes you wonder what's actually going on.
Absolutely. And that's what we're diving into today. These feelings, depersonalization and derealization.
Right. And we're looking at how they're actually, well, classified using a specific diagnostic tool.
We're focusing on the ICD-10. That's the International Statistical Classification of Diseases.
Okay. The ICD-10, sort of a global standard for health conditions.
That's a good way to put it. It helps categorize things consistently.
So what does it actually say about these feelings? Are they just weird blips or something more defined?
Well, the ICD-10 doesn't just brush them off. They're specifically listed under F48.1
F48.1. Okay.
as depersonalization-derealisation syndrome. So it acknowledges them as a recognized category.
Right. So let's break that down. Depersonalization first. What does the ICD-10 say that feels like?
Okay, so depersonalization, the main thing is detachment from yourself.
From yourself. How so?
It could be feeling distant, like not really here, or your own feelings, your sensations, even your sense of who you are, they might feel alien.
Alien. Well,
Or not really yours, like your movements or feelings belong to someone else. Some people even say it's like they're acting in a play.
like you're just an actor playing you. That sounds,
No.
yeah, quite isolating.
It can be. It really disrupts that basic feeling of being you.
Okay, and then there's derealization. That's the other part of the syndrome name. How's that defined?
Derealization shifts the focus outward. It's the feeling that your surroundings are unreal.
So the world itself feels off.
Exactly. Things might look strange, distorted, a dull, colorless, lifeless.
Lifeless, okay.
Yeah, or monotonous, uninteresting. And similar to the acting feeling in depersonalization, someone might see their surroundings as a stage.
Like everyone else is just playing a part.
It's a fundamental change in how you perceive the external world.
Okay, something I saw mentioned in the ICD-10 description. It clarifies that the person experiencing this usually knows it's an internal feeling, right? It's not like they think someone is doing this to them.
That's a really crucial point, yes. The ICD-10 emphasizes that people retain insight. They understand these weird perceptual changes are subjective, happening inside them.
So they know it's not like magic or someone else imposing it.
Exactly. That self-awareness is a key diagnostic feature here.
Okay, so you have these strange feelings, you know they're internal. Does the ICD-10 automatically say, okay, that's mental illness?
Not necessarily, no, and this is really important. The ICD-10 adds another layer, subjective suffering or impairment.
Suffering or impairment, meaning it has to actually bother you.
Yes, significantly.
Yeah.
For it to be considered an indication of a mental health condition within the system, the person has to be distressed by these symptoms.
Or it has to mess with their daily life somehow.
Precisely. Or their functioning work, relationships, just getting through the day has to be negatively affected. It's the impact that makes it clinically significant.
So it's not just if you have the feeling, but how much it messes things up for you.
Right. And usually that distress or impairment comes up when these feelings happen again and again.
Ah, so frequency and duration matter too.
Definitely. The ICD-10 suggests the suffering usually occurs when the feelings are recurrent or they stick around for a longer time. A fleeting moment of feeling weird probably wouldn't meet the criteria on its own.
Unless that fleeting moment still caused a lot of ongoing distress, maybe.
Potentially, but typically it's the persistence or recurrence that leads to significant impairment or suffering.
Okay. So for you listening, if any of this sounds familiar, it's interesting to know there's this formal way of understanding it in the ICD-10. It's not just some random thing you imagine.
Exactly. It's a recognized pattern of experience. And knowing the classification helps differentiate, occasional odd feelings from something that might need more attention because it is causing distress.
So let's recap the key points. Depersonalization and derealization, they are in the ICD-10. Acknowledged.
Under F48.1.
But the really critical thing for it to be seen as a potential mental illness indicator is the personal distress, the suffering, and how much it impacts your life.
That sums it up well. The experience itself is one thing. The subjective suffering and the functional impairment it causes are what elevate it to clinical concern in the ICD-10 framework.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about perception and self and reality. Just understanding these official classifications, it seems like a good starting point if you're curious about these feelings.
Absolutely. It provides a structure, a way to frame these complex experiences, and perhaps recognize when they might be signaling something more significant that you want to explore further.